Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Alice MacKinnon, a mindfulness facilitator and coach, coming to you from the Gold Coast, Australia, with another chair yoga session. You'll see today that I'm actually wearing my office clothes, as far as my office clothes go, because I think that this form of chair yoga is really suitable for people who are working in offices, at home or in workplaces, and need to do a little bit of movement of their bodies during their work day. So I just thought, why not dress in work clothes and present and show you how easy it is to do chair yoga in a workplace. When you've got 15-20 minutes spare, you might not be able to get out of the office, but it's still really helpful to be able to use and move your body. Let's begin with some square breath. So what we're going to do to start with this, you can sit anywhere that's comfortable on your chair. Hands are open on your knees, hands might be in your lap, on your belly and your chest, whatever feels comfortable and good. And square breath is one of the most settling forms of breath for the nervous system. It's great if you've got a busy day ahead of you, or you're in the middle of a busy day and you need to center and focus yourself and find steadiness and calmness in the mind, the brain, and the body. Basically, what we do is we breathe in for, let's say, 4 counts. Then we pause and hold the breath for 4 counts. Then we exhale for 4 counts. And then we pause again for 4 counts. And so that evenness of the inhale, the pause, the exhale, and the pause means that we're steadying everything in our nervous system, and we're moving into what's called the parasympathetic nervous system, the one that lets our body and our mind and our brain know that we are safe and sound and everything is calm and steady. So let's try that for just a few breaths. I'm going to have my hands open in my lap. We have our hands open to signify that we're not holding on or grasping anything. For this moment in time, we are completely open and surrendered and focused on our breath and this moment. You're welcome to close your eyes or have a soft gaze, whatever feels most comfortable. Feel your feet flat on the floor. Feel your buttocks sitting on the chair seat. You might want to have your back pressed up against the back of the chair, or you might want to sit forward. Whatever is most comfortable. We let the spine rise up. And when you're ready, let's breathe in through the nose, the count of 2, 3, 4, and pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, and pause, 2, 3, 4. Taking the breath right down into the belly and the hips. 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And pause. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to stop speaking and counting and let you go at your own pace. Keep the spine long. Tuck the chin in slightly towards the chest and the neck to let the skull sit right over the top of the spine. And in your own time, let's continue. Exhaling through the nose or the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. Let's do 2 more rounds. And last round, inhaling right down into the belly. Relax the tops of the shoulders and paws. Exhaling through the nose or the mouth. And pause. 2, 3, 4. Gently, gently open the eyes if you have your eyes closed. Come back into the room that you're in and take a nice deep breath. As you take that breath, let's clasp the hands and reach right up over the head and have a big stretch through the spine. Breathing in, and now let's, with our feet nice and steady on the floor, let's stretch to one side, breathing out. If you want to look up under the arm, oh, that's a nice stretch through the ribs, isn't it? And breathing back in, relaxing from the shoulders. Let's stretch from the waist. Exhaling as we go to the other side, looking up under the arm if you'd like to. And breathing in, coming back to center. Let's just let the arms float down. Here's one for the wrists. It's actually from Qigong. It's called Reeling Silk. We're going to spread the fingers wide as your jazz hands. And we're going to work through the wrists, circling one hand above the other. Look, if it feels good, you can even rock from side to side. This is fantastic to prevent or to ease carpal tunnel syndrome. I know lots of us are working on computers a lot of the time, and so this is really going to get energy working through the wrists, the fingers and the forearms. You might feel the wrists starting to warm up now. And let's go in the other direction. Excuse me. Changing direction. It's also really good if you're starting to suffer from arthritis. It's a great way to move the wrists and the energy through the forearms, wrists, hands and fingers. Good. Keep that nice, slow, deep breath going down into the belly. You can breathe out through the mouth or the nose. And now just placing the hands on the knees or the legs for a moment, and just notice that feeling of energy moving through the wrists. You might feel warmth, a buzzing, a tingling. Good to get the energy moving through there. In fact, while we're doing that, let's do another one that works through the forearms, stretching one arm out in front, and let's press down through the hand, and you'll feel this stretch right through the forearm. Another great one for carpal tunnel. We use this forearm stretch in traditional yoga for lion pose. Nice deep breaths. Can you feel that stretch? It's a goodie, isn't it? And now let's relax that arm. And let's come to the other arm. Stretching that arm out first, pressing down through the palm and the fingers. Oh, we so seldom stretch the forearms. It's a beautiful, beautiful feeling. That's good work. Keep the breath slow and even. And relax. Let's just pause briefly in between each posture or stretch and notice the feeling that we have in our bodies from each stretch. Here's one to release tension. So here we are, we've been sitting all morning, we're working away on something that has a deadline. Let's just move a little bit of tension and energy out of the body. I'm going to sit forward on my chair. What we're going to do is lift up the shoulders towards the ears, clench the fists, and scrunch everything up. Are you ready? Face, arms, even your belly, even your butt. Are you ready? Breathe in and ready. And we're going to let it all out with a big ha. Ha. And let all tension and all worry and all stale, useless energy go out of the hands. Are you ready? Let's do it again. It's a good stress release. Scrunch everything up. Squeeze the belly, squeeze the butt, squeeze the shoulders. Breathe in and ha. You have to make that sound as well. Let's do it one more time. Squeezing everything, crunching up all that tension, and ha. I'm getting really hot already, and we're just doing chair yoga. That's a really good way to release stress. I hope that's feeling a little better for you. Let's do a little bit on the ankles now. Done some work, arms, shoulders. So I'm going to lift up my foot here. Let's just move the feet and the ankles, stretching the foot out in front. Look, I've even worn shoes today in my office, just in case you're not able to take your shoes off. Now, if you're wearing heels or if you're wearing leather shoes, you can still do all of these movements. Opening up energy through the ankle. And let's go the other way. And while we're doing that, we're actually also activating our quadriceps and our legs, giving them a little bit of strengthening. That's great. Keep the breath slow and even. And now let's point. Can you feel all of that activation through the leg? And let's flex. Energy goes out the heels or heel. Let's point. Notice the change in activation through the front of the thigh, the quads, and then flex. This is a great little isometric exercise, isn't it? Are you starting to shake? Let's put that leg down and let's do the other leg. Extending that leg out first of all. And look, if that's too much, feel free to hold on to the leg. Give it a little bit of support. Circling the ankle one way. Nice deep breaths. Look, you know, the breath will take us through anything in those times when stress feels overwhelming or life feels unbearably uncomfortable. Let's go the other way. Come back to the feel of the breath through the nose. Take the breath down into the belly. Feel the belly expand. And then exhale for twice as long as the inhale. And repeat that quite a few times. People won't even know that you're doing it. And it brings us back to center. Good work. Let's extend that leg now. You're welcome to hold on to it or go into our isometric exercise. I'll show you from the side on here. And now point the toes. Notice that activation of the quads. It's great strengthening work for the quads. If you can sit up, that's a good thing to do. Let's flex. Breathing in on the point. And let's flex. Now I want you to check your shoulders. Are they down and soft? We don't want to be doing this. We want the shoulders to be down. One more time. Pointing and flexing, energy out the heel. Is your leg starting to shake? Very good. And let's bring it down. Beautiful. Feel free to give the legs a wobble around. We're doing chair yoga. We can do anything we like. Now, if you've got shoes on and you're sitting in a nice leather chair, maybe take your shoes off for this one, because what we're going to do is bring the knee up. Yep. We're going to be working on the hip flexors, the muscles that join the leg to the hips, and we're just going to see if we can release them a little bit. So hug that knee as close to the chest as you can, and if you can manage it, see how you go. You can even use your foot or the chair to help lever you forward. Woo. You get a little bit of opening through the groin, a little bit of opening through the hip. We're stretching through the lower back. Feel free to use your chair as a lever. Keep the breath flowing into the belly. And then come back. There we go. And what we're going to do now, same leg, is extend that foot and that leg out. And give the back of the leg a great stretch. Now, if you're able to sit up tall, please do. You don't have to extend the leg fully out. But if you have that ability and that stretch in your quads, back of your leg, please feel free to. For those who want to, there's a little bit of an extension here. Maybe don't do this exercise if you're wearing a skirt. I should have warned you to wear pants if you're a woman or a man. Anyway, that's it. It's a great stretch. Good work. And if you can, bring the knee and the foot back nice and wide this time and come forwards. Just that different angle activates the hips a little bit more. And then coming up. Well done. Just do what you can. We just want to be kind to our bodies when we do yoga. Ahimsa is one of the most important precepts, it's called, of yoga, and it means loving kindness. So we want to be working with the body in ways that support and nourish the body, not overtax it. So have a conversation with your body as you go, and just make sure that you're not overstretching or stressing the body out. We want to do the exact opposite. So if you can bring your knee up to your chair, fantastic. If you've got a rung a little bit lower, then use that. And now for those who want to, we come forwards, breathing out. It's a long, slow breath here. Notice the lower back opening up. Notice the hip opening up and the groin. You can use your chair as a lever if you want to. Then on an in-breath, start to come up. That's it. And for those who want to, now you don't have to take your foot. You could take the calf. You could hold the thigh. Be gentle with the back of the knee. We're just going to extend that leg. See if you can lift the spine up. Oh, it's a great stretch, isn't it? The back of the leg. Nice, easy breaths. So when we feel that tension and resistance in our muscles, the out breath will let us relax a little bit more, and it tells our nervous system that we are okay. Those who want to, taking the leg wide. And look, if you're in your office by yourself and you're wearing a skirt, who cares? That's it, taking the leg wide. Good work. And then bringing the knee and the foot back to the side if you can, slightly different angle. And we fold forwards again. And just get that slightly different opening through the hips. Taking a nice slow breath. And breathing in, come all the way up. Now let's just sit for a moment in the center of our seat, closing our eyes, and just take your awareness into your body. Notice how the hips are feeling. Notice how the back of the legs are feeling. If you are feeling warmth, a buzzing, a tingling, it's a great sense of energy moving through the body. Okay, now let's come onto the side of our chair. Well, I'm going to go on the side of the chair and do cat and tiger. We're just going to work on the spine and the back for a moment. Tucking the tailbone under, tucking the chin on the chest, arching the back over, breathing out. Then lift the chin, tilt the tailbone up, and we come into tiger. Oh. Breathing out, let's arch the back. Breathing in, lifting up. Let's do one more of these, and then I want to show you something related to this. It's going to really work on our spine beautifully. And now coming back to neutral, so bring the spine in, bring the skull over the spine. And what we're going to do this time is what's called turtleneck. So I'm going to sit on the edge of my chair and I'm going to put my chin on my chest. Let yourself crumple forwards as far as you like. And then when you've gone as far as you can go, lift the chin up, extend the neck, and come all the way up. Notice the difference in the spine, the compact. There's the strong spine. As we fold forwards, the chin on the chest, the lower back in particular opens right up. It's at its most vulnerable, but it's also at its most open. Breathing in, extend the neck, open the chest. And let's do one more. Breathing out, exhaling as we fold forwards. Breathing in as you lift the head, extend the neck. And rising up. Come on back to neutral. So that's where we have the tailbone's neither tucked up or under. It's just in a nice neutral position for the spine. Hey, well done. Let's notice how our back is feeling, especially long ways. Closing the eyes, have a nice deep breath, and then let it all out. And then rising up from the tailbone and the sacrum, let's lift up nice and tall, and we're going to do a twist. Taking the opposite hand to the knee or to your chair, the other hand can come somewhere behind you, and you use your chair as a lever. We want to go from the lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders and head. And as we hold that twist, breathe in deeply to the belly and out. You might feel one side of the rib cage stretching. You'll feel odd with the belly all twisted and breathing. We're massaging our digestive organs. Let the shoulders relax. And then coming back, turn from the head, shoulders, upper back, mid back, lower back. Well done. Let's go to the other side. Just take a moment to reset. A breath always helps. And then lifting up right through the spine. So now we're spiraling through the spine, which is a great way of increasing suppleness and flexibility in the spine. We need this very much, especially as we age. Taking the chair, taking your knee, let's turn lower back, mid back, upper back, shoulders and head. Holding it there, breathing into the belly, feeling the other side of the rib cage stretching and opening. Keep the tops of the shoulders down. One more breath here. And then starting from the top, head, shoulders, upper back, mid back, lower back, and coming back to center. Have a breath, and we're going to fold forwards between our knees and just let that spine really relax. So come right over. Good for the hips. Great for the spine. Let the head relax completely. The weight of that 5 kilos of our head helps our neck to relax. Breathing into the belly between the legs. And then let's try something from here to rotate the shoulders. So clasping the hands behind the back, and let's just extend the arms up. They don't go all that far, but we're moving into the shoulder joints, stretching through the shoulder joints. And now relax the arms all the way down. Let's tuck the chin on the chest and roll back up. Take your time. Let each vertebra stack one on top of the other. Here's a nice neck stretch. We're heading towards the end of our session, but let's stretch the neck out. It's one of the best neck stretches I know. I'm going to take my right hand and press it onto the upper part of my left chest. Take my left hand and push that on top. What we're going to do is press into the chest, tilt the head in the opposite direction towards the shoulder, and then lift the chin up. Take a breath here. Can you feel that amazing stretch through the side and the front of the neck? Then release the hands and bring the head back to center. Let's try it one more time. Press into the chest, tilt the head, and now lift the chin up towards the sky. Sometimes we can even feel that stretch going into the shoulder joint and down the arm. And now release the hands. Very slowly bring the head back to center. I quite like to close my eyes on stretches like that because it enables my attention to go inside my body. This incredible superpower that humans have to go take our awareness into our body and feel the parts of the body that are being engaged and stretched and activated. So we can work within the means of the body, and we can allow the brain and the mind to notice what the body is doing. It's very powerful. Let's do the opposite side. I'm taking my left hand onto my right side of my chest, right hand on top. Let's press in, tilt the ear towards the shoulder first, and then lift the chin, breathing in and exhaling. And then release the hands, bring the head back to center. Good work. Let's do it one more time to this side. Pressing the hands in, tilting the head. Feel the stretch in the side of the neck, then lift the chin up Oh, that's a good stretch. Releasing the hands, bringing the head back to center. Now let's drop the chin towards the chest and just roll the chin across the chest a couple of times. And coming back to center. How are you going? I've got one more, just one more for you, which is going to stretch through the triceps and rotate the shoulders. It's for those of you who do yoga regularly, you'll know part of it is cow face pose. So I'm going to take my hand, I might just get down on the floor for this. You don't have to, just so you can see what my arms are doing. So straight up into the air, and I place my hand behind my head, neck, shoulder blades, wherever feels right. To start this off, we take the other hand and we just apply a little bit of pressure to that elbow. Good work. And you'll feel the stretch through the tricep, under the arm. That's it. Keep the breath flowing. Just go to where it's comfortably uncomfortable for you. If you're a regular yoga person and you want to take it into cow face arms, take the other arm underneath, connect the fingers and lift up. If you can manage it, we try to lift the elbow right up towards the sky. There we go. And breathe deeply and easily. When you're ready, release. That's it. And release the other arm. Give the shoulders a roll. That's it. And let's do the other arm. Taking the other arm up first, breathing in. The hand comes behind the head, between those shoulder blades or that upper back area. You can place the other hand on top. Just going backwards and forwards here so you can see what I'm doing. That's it. If you'd like more from it, then take the other arm underneath, connect the fingers, lift that elbow right up towards the ceiling. It's fantastic for shoulder rotation. That's it. Take another breath. And then release. And roll the shoulders again, maybe in the other direction this time. Good work. Have a little wiggle. And now let's finish off with some breathing again, just the way that we started. Get yourself comfortable in your chair in a way where you can sit completely upright. We want, when we're doing sitting meditation, which is basically what we're doing here, just following our breath through our body, in and out. We want our spine to be tall and long, so we want to sit right up through the hips. We also want to be comfortable. And we'll go back to square breath, taking the hands on top of the knees, or in the lap, or on the belly, or one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly, whatever feels right to you. And go back to the count that you were using at the beginning. It might be the 4 count, it might be less, it might be a bit more. If you'd like to close your eyes, please do. Feel the feet flat on the mat, on the floor. Feel your buttocks in the chair. Notice the lift of the spine. Bring the chin back towards the chest so the head is right over the spine, the top of the spine. And when you're ready, breathe in through the nose, take the breath down into the belly. It might be for the count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 3, 4. And keep going, focusing on the feel of the breath as you draw it in through the nose and down to the belly. In that pause, we find stillness, not only for the body, but also for the mind. Exhaling when you're ready. Let everything soften and pause. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. And pause, feel that stillness. As you exhale, let the shoulders soften, let the jaw unclench, the forehead broadens. And pause. Let's do one more, breathing in, pause. Exhale and let all tension go. And pause. And come back to normal, long, slow, deep breathing, opening the eyes, relaxing. Let's bring the palms of the hands together in prayer position. The left hand with all that wisdom from experience. The right hand with all of those aspirations and dreams for the future. Let's bring them together and feel the palms meet here in this moment. Have a breath and let yourself smile. Great work. Namaste, everybody. When I am centered and calm in myself, and you are centered and calm in yourself, we see each other and we remember that we are from the one eternal energy. It's been a pleasure to do gentle yoga with you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Dr. Alice MacKinnon, a mindfulness coach and facilitator. You can find more of my online classes on YouTube or on my website, aliceionamackinnon.com. Thank you.